Hey, what is going on, y'all? It is another great day to be alive. It is absolutely nasty outside. It's raining and drizzling and all that other kind of stuff. But you know what? I'm alive and breathing, and I'm grateful for it. So, let's go ahead and get into the subject of the day. How I have fallen into the detailing trap. Let's go. As I mentioned in the open, I've gotten hooked in the detailing trap. I don't know how else to explain it. I purchased the 2024 Chevy Silverado High Country, and you can check that out in the other videos that I posted right up here. But I've really gotten into the detailing aspect of owning a vehicle. As you can see in this video here, my 2002 Chevy Tahoe's paint just went to crap. It started probably, I want to say it's a 2002, and I want to say the paint started going bad somewhere in 2009, somewhere in there, where the clear coat just started to crack and fall apart and everything else. And I just dealt with it. The vehicle turned into a to B type vehicle. You know, I wasn't trying to be cool or have it be stylish or whatever the case would be, because it got me where I needed to go. But when I upgraded to the 2024 Chevy Silverado, I knew that I wanted to take care of the paint and I wanted a different outcome for the paint long term. Like I said, I've had that Tahoe for 22 years. So I want to have the Silverado for the same amount of time. So once I started looking at getting the Silverado ceramic coated, which is going to happen here in February 9th in a shop north of where I live, I turned my attention to the Harley back here, my 2021 Street Glide Special. And I started really looking at it more than I had in the past. I washed it, I did everything that needed to be done, but I never detailed it. I waxed it once, and that was a hand wax. I've got arthritis in my hands, so that makes things difficult, so on and so forth. Anyway, my point is, I'm turning to detailing this 2021 Street Glide Special and maintaining the paint on my Chevy Silverado to make sure that they last as long as I keep them. And that way they're as pristine as possible as well. But anyway, the point of this video is I've fallen into the rabbit hole of detailing. I have looked at numerous YouTube videos, Panty Organizer. There's a guy out of Chicago that I've been watching. Just various sites, Griot's Garage, trying to get all this information around how can I better take care of my vehicles. I've got a little bit extra time on my hands now. It's winter. I can't golf. I can't do the things that I would normally do out in the yard. So why not go ahead and get the vehicle set up for success in the 2024 summer? Because I'll ride my bike all summer long, pretty much all day, every day. And the truck's probably just gonna sit there. So I wanted to be protected from bird poo and all the other things that come with it. But then also I want my bike to look good as well. So let's get into it. So one of the things I'm going to be doing going forward is I'm going to be reviewing different products that I try out for the bike and for my Silverado. I'm also going to be doing some things on my wife's RAV4. One of the things that I'm specifically going to be doing is I'm going to be doing the Geon Repel ceramic coating for her front window. She has had a heck of a time in this Virginia weather, keeping her windshield clean, being able to have that, that bubbling off effect that a ceramic coating does. So I'm gonna eventually put that on her car. I'm gonna start out on the Tahoe, just try it out first. I've never applied a ceramic coating of any type, but I'm gonna start out on the Tahoe, learning and figuring out what I need to do there. And then I will progress to putting a ceramic coat on the 21 Street Glide Special. I really wanted to pop. I really wanted to look good throughout the riding season. I'm not gonna have anybody else do it. I think I can use the consumer grade ceramic, which is the Geon Mose, which is supposed to be a really good ceramic coating for the consumer to apply. I'm gonna do what I need to do in order to put that on. So what does that involve? That involves claying. And then I'm gonna hit it with the Griot's Garage G8 polisher that I'm gonna purchase. And the way I look at it is I'll make the money back in being able to polish the windshields on my vehicles to put the ceramic on. I'll be able to polish some of the fading headlights on my Tahoe. The headlights are just atrocious. And it's bad enough that the lights are still halogens. So I'll be able to polish that out, and all of that will make up for the cost of the polisher. but also I'm going to be reviewing other products as well. I've kind of gotten bitten by the chemical guy's advertisement giant of a beast that it is. They're all over YouTube. They're flashing up on my Facebook, all that other kind of stuff. So I've really gotten bitten by that. I don't know that it's good or bad. You know, people, especially people that are probably a little bit more professional or whatever the case would be, they kind of poo-poo on chemical guys. I don't have a dog in the fight really one way or the other. I want to figure out what's best for me, what's most economical for what I do. Some of their products are expensive. I've compared, you know, what I consider to be similar consumer grade products, and their prices are a little bit more expensive. Take, for example, the Hydro Slick ceramic that they have for their paint. It's really expensive in comparison to, say, like a Meguiar's or something to that effect that you can get at your auto parts store. But I'm really doing my research. I want to make sure that I'm not necessarily brand loyal per se, but I would like to be consistent where I need to in order to make sure I get a nice, good clean. So with all that said, let's talk about some of the things that I purchased. I purchased the Mr. Pink, which is their foaming soap. I want to make sure that I'm getting a nice, good foam on my vehicles. I've upgraded my pressure washer to make sure that I can be able to do that. And I've also had to purchase some quick disconnects and so on and so forth to be able to switch back and forth between the guns and all that other kind of stuff. But anyway, this is the Mr. Pink right here. I've used it in their Torque hose connected spray gun, I guess they call it, because there's differences in what they call it based on the way you do it. So if you hook up with a hose, they call it one thing, and I'll put it down here. If you hook up with a pressure washer, they call it another. But anyway, this has been foaming up really well with the hose for now. I'm going to test it with my pressure washer and see how that works out. So, like I said, I'm going to be going away from the hose style foaming gun, and I'm going to be going with this foam cannon right here. I got this from Tool Daily, or that's the people that make it. I got this off of Amazon. So I'm going to be testing this along with my pressure washer, my trusty electric pressure washer, and I'll flash in a picture of that as well. It's kind of dirty right now because I was using it for other things. Tree stumps, don't worry about it. It's a long story. But anyway, so that I've got this Tool Daily foam cannon. Then also, because of the advertising giant and the job that they do, chemical guys, I purchased this hand foamer. And so my intent with this is I'll use the Diablo concentrated gel, which I have over there. And I'm going to be putting that on my wheels to help soak and get all of that debris off, before I actually start scrubbing on it. And so this is the spray version. This is the non-concentrated. And so my intent is I purchased this so I can have the spray bottle that specifically says what it is. It just makes things easier for me. And I'm a visual kind of guy too. So I like for all my stuff to look similar or at least neat or uniform. And I don't have the best handwriting in the world. So spray bottles, writing on those wouldn't necessarily be neat. But anyway, my point is you use the gel in this, you produce foam, you put it on your wheels, and then you let it soak in a little bit, and it helps to remove all of that heavy contaminants and residue and all that other kind of stuff. But I can't wait to use this. I can't wait to show you guys how easy it is, how much sense it does or doesn't make. I've seen a few different reviews that people complain about the spray time of the foam and so on and so forth. But I mean, it's a hand pumper. I don't know how much you really expect to get out of it. If you have opinions on this foamer or the Tool Daily foam canner, please hit me up in the comments and let me know. But like I said, overall, I have really gotten bitten by the bug. I want to take care of the vehicles. I have a little bit more time on my hands. So it is what it is. And don't let me talk about microfiber cloths. Oh my goodness. All the microfiber cloths that I purchased. But it's all worth it for me to learn and educate myself on what needs to be done. But anyway, I'm going to show you some of the paint damage that I discovered when I started really looking closer at what's going on the bike, and especially my fairing. My fairing is chewed up something terrible, and it's unfortunate. I got 30,000 miles on my bike since 2021 when I bought it. I do all interstate riding for the most part. I ride 35 miles to work. It's pretty much all interstate. I call it 80% of it's interstate. I've ridden to Pennsylvania. I've ridden to Tennessee. I've ridden to South Carolina. And I'm looking to expand in the year coming up and maybe take a trip to Florida. You know, who knows? But anyway, stay with me for additional videos on detailing and so on and so forth. And remember, to always ride as if your life depends on it. Peace.